Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Hardcore series. We're starting this episode off right where we left off last episode at the calcified rocks. I'm done mining these for now, but the reason we were here is because at the end of last episode we had just finished off the Perilous Moons quest, and the goal was to camp that pretty hard and try and finish off a set, but unfortunately we're just not quite geared enough for it yet. Specifically, defensively, we need to get some more defensive gear because we were doing okay DPS, but they were just hitting me like a truck. So this episode, I have a ton of things I want to get done. First and foremost, we definitely need to get some tank legs. So I need to do barrows. I don't think I'm going to go hard on barrows. As soon as we get our first set of tank legs, that'll probably be it for now. On top of that, this is another kind of reach goal, but I would love to get 70 prayer before we do barrows, just so we can get the Mauritania hards done, so we can get double runes right away. But I don't know, since I'm not going to camp it super hard, I might skip on that for now and just hope we get tank legs early. We'll see though, it depends on how things go. Other than that, I think it's going to be really just a ton of gear upgrades. So I really want to get my Slayer helm this episode, so we're going to do a ton of Slayer. I would like to get the Warped Scepter, so I'm hoping I can get that while doing Slayer. Hopefully I can get a Warped Creature Slayer task. I want to get the Zombie Axe as well. We've already done all quests for both the Warped Scepter and Zombie Axe, so we just got to go camp the bosses for a little while. Or not bosses, monsters. And then I think the last thing on the list is I would like to get all of these experience quests done, because we only have 4 left, and at 87 combat, really shouldn't be all that bad. We shouldn't have a problem with any of them. So I want to say we'll get 5 quests completed this episode as well. Just keep it a nice round number. I was going to say even, but that doesn't really make sense. But we have 20 quests left, so ending at 15 left sounds pretty nice. So I would like to also make the 5th one Recipe for Disaster, but I need 70 cooking for that, so who knows. Might be Recipe for Disaster, it might be something else. As you guys can tell by now, we make our list. We don't check it twice. We check things off, add new things. So I think we got a long enough list for now, but we're going to start this one off right away doing some Slayer. So I have a Hellhound task. So let's go finish that real quick. I'm going to put it all into strength at this point. We need 75 strength for the Perilous Moons armor sets anyways. Well, not all of them, but for whatever set is more melee oriented, we need 75 strength for. So starting off with Slayer, and hopefully we can get lucky on some of these gear drops this episode. There's 71 strength. I was never a clue juggler before, but now that they would stay on the ground for so long, especially for medium and hard clues, I love juggling them, because we need to get ranger boots eventually, so might as well do as many as we can. So that's that task done. Let's do these clue scrolls. First one down, what do we get? That's new, so we'll take that. Second one down. I completely forgot I need to unlock Warped Reality. I'm saving up for the Slayer helm, of course, but for 60 points, it's definitely worth it. 9 tasks in a row done. Time for a Konar task. Please be forgiving. Why is it always dragons with her? We're gonna skip this. We're gonna skip it. Please, only one skip. Please. Okay, that's fine. We'll do those. I didn't realize this is in the Ogre Enclave, and there's only regular blue dragons in there, and I don't want to kill them there. No way I'm doing that, so we're skipping again. Please, Konar, this is not what I wanted. We're not making it anywhere points-wise if we just keep canceling all of our tasks. Okay. Please, no dragons. Okay, fine. Fine. Yes, my first warp creature task. Let's go. Oh, yes. I've been AFKing this, just kind of messing around on other stuff. And how many kills is that? Only 36 total kills, and we already have the Warp Scepter. That was way too easy. We are so lucky. Every grind has been so easy so far in this account. Obviously, it's still not that good until 81. Ibans is better than it until 81, but it's nice that we have it ready to go. Let's go. Now that I have the Warp Scepter, the Zombie Axe has been at the forefront of my mind. I decided before I get to that grind, I wanted to get Desert Treasure 1 out of the way so that we can barrage the zombies to make it go by quick and to get a bunch of magic levels because our level is low. So in order to do that, we need magic logs. We're just doing a little detour here at Wintertide, but I think this is already going to be the first adjustment to our task list because Desert Treasure is one I want to do for sure, but I think I also want to do Legends Quest because if we're going to be doing a lot of Slayer, which I'm going to be, I want to get 58 Herblore so we can get the herb sack. So instead of doing all the experience quests, I think I'm just going to change it to do 5 quests, and those will be the 2 we substitute in there, and hopefully we can still get Recipe for Disaster done. But for now, hopefully we can get some magic logs nice and quick. Hey, that's not what we're looking for, but we'll take it. There's 70 fire making. $72 fire making. Well, there's 73 fire making. I think I'm gonna take a break, so hopefully we get lucky here, but I doubt it. We've been here like 3 hours. That could have gotten us like halfway to 75 woodcutting by now anyways, so I don't know that I want to stay here too much longer. At least we need to get 75 fire making for the quest cape anyways, so it's not, you know, still was worthwhile. Well, during my break, I decided it was time to push for the herb sack before we get back to some Slayer, so I'm doing some herb training right now, and then we're going to jump into Legends Quest to finish off 58 Herblore so that we can go get our herb sack. 57 Herblore. Here is Legends Quest done. So that'll be nice. We will finally get 58 Herblore so we can get the herb sack. And I've actually already done enough of the minigame, I forgot what it's called, in order to get the herb sack. So all I have to do is just go and grab it. But tithe farming, where is it? Here it is. There it is, 58 Herblore. So now when we get back to the Slayer grind, it'll be a lot easier having the herb sack. But I think I'm gonna try and get lucky and do a little bit more fire making at Wintertide, see if we can get some magic logs, because I need 75 for the quest cape anyways. So 2 more levels, and I'm really hoping we get lucky and get some magic logs, because I don't want to trade up to 75 right now, but we'll do it if we have to. Another level. This is probably my biggest crate, please. Oh. Yes. Just before getting to 75, there's our magic logs. Perfect. Don't know if I'm going to go straight to doing Desert Treasure 1. After all this skilling, I kind of just want to kill some things. So we might do a little Slayer first, but we're all ready for Desert Treasure 1 now. Now that I've got Desert Treasure on my mind, I figure it's time to start working on getting our magic up while we do some Slayer, because I would love to get 70 to do the Ice Barrage right away. 62, you can already do the Smoke Barrage, but really the Smoke and Blood are just so expensive, so really should just push right to 70. There's 60, by the way, so only 10 levels, which shouldn't be bad. But I'll probably sprinkle in, hey, and a Slayer level. I will probably sprinkle in some Guardians of the Rift here and there as well, because I definitely neglected the cats on this account, so we gotta get 65 rune crafting to sustain this magic training session. Wow. Our second one, and we're only 26 kills in. At least we're making our money back on this one. Well, we got our next Warp Scepter, which I'm literally just going to turn into cash, but also we got the Dragon Dagger Poison now from some of the weapon poison off these guys, so very nice. There it is, 65 rune crafting. Feels so good. Time to stack up some death runes. Well, I'm off to a cruise wedding for a week, so I'm only going to be playing safe content, so I'll probably be doing a lot more Guardians of the Rift, but we have 29 pulls available right now, so we're going to do a pull before we leave, and then we'll probably do another big pull for when we get back from the cruise, so maybe we'll get lucky, get something good. The Abyssal Needle, it's a little early, but every other time I've tried to get it, it's taken me forever, so I won't complain getting it early. Let's go. And a die. This is crazy. I don't want these things right now, though. It's a little sad. Dang. I can't be mad. Those are both very rare, and we got them already, but I'm not going to be able to use them forever. Well, either way, nice to have them out of the way. So at this point, I was really starting to get the itch for Perilous Moons, so I decided it's time to get ready for it. So really, I just need to upgrade my defensive gear, so we're getting 70 cooking here so that we can go finish off Recipe for Disaster. And there it is, 70 cooking down. Wasn't too bad. It was about 1,500 Karambwans and then whatever random crap I had in my bank, but finally time to do Recipe for Disaster. I'm so stoked. I can't believe I'm already to that quest, to be honest. It feels like we got there super quick, but I only have 2 of these sections left and then the final boss fight. I think I'm a little lower level than last time I did the boss fight, so I have to be careful, but I think we'll be alright. There's the evil chicken down. There's Sir Amic down. I only have the monkey left. Holy shit. Didn't know that that could happen. Just like that, they are all done. On to the final boss fight, which is multiple boss fights, but you can leave in between, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just some of the ones at the end might do a little bit more damage to me, but I think we'll be all good. Let's get these barrows gloves. I didn't realize you had to do Desert Treasure 1 before you could complete this quest, so good thing it was on our list of quests to do anyways, so I guess we're gonna have to do a detour before we get to this final boss. Desert Treasure, here we come. Well, there's basically the smoke diamond completed. We'll take it. Oh yeah, there it is. Smoke diamond completed. There's the shadow diamond complete. Okay, there is blood diamond done. Okay, and that's essentially the last one completed. We just gotta make the long trek up the mountain. There's Desert Treasure completed. Not a particularly hard quest, but it just takes so long. It's nice to have Ancients unlocked. We're not going to use it really yet. Once we get to 70 so that we can use the Ice Burst. We're 8 levels away, so whenever we want to get to it... Oh, it looks like basically 7 levels away. Yeah, so whenever we want to get to it, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah, time to go finish off Recipe for Disaster. That's why we were here in the first place. First one down. This is interesting. He seems to be stuck, which makes this fight a lot easier. Second one down. That was easy enough. Another one down. A little annoying, but easy enough. Another one down. 2 to go. Holy shit. Okay, on to the final one. That guy does some damage for sure. And there it is. 2 very iconic quests done, and now we can go get our barrows gloves as well. Dang, that feels so good. How much are they? Oof, totally worth it, but it does hurt a little bit. Look at that. So much upgrade. I did buy adamant ones earlier, so that's why it's +5, so beautiful. I think it might be time to see if we have enough defense for Perilous Moons. So this was my original Perilous Moons loadout, and we really need to get our slash defense up. So the immediate upgrades we can do are this 7 plus 6, 13, 14, 15, 16 extra slash defense, while also getting a decent amount of extra attack bonus as well from the barrows gloves. So I have a feeling we might be able to get through with just this, but if we need to, I can also switch out the rune med helm or full helm for a little bit more slash, but I don't think it's worth it right now. Worst comes to worst, maybe the rune kite, or also, ironically, this has a ton of defensive bonuses, but it just gives up all of your attack bonus, so it's not ideal, but I think we can get it done with this, and maybe if it doesn't work, we could also just skip the blood moon as well, but I don't know, we'll see what happens, but yeah, those 3 gear upgrades might be enough. Let's go see. Well, we're going to save the blood moon for last. I'm not super worried about this guy, but it's been a little while, so still want to be careful. Well, that was extremely sloppy. But we got there, and it did kind of feel like he didn't do quite as much damage. I don't know, we'll have to pay close attention, but for how bad that was, it still was pretty easy. Okay, number 2. Hopefully this can go a little bit smoother than the other one. Oh, I was just about to say it feels like we take less damage, and then he just annihilated us there. I don't know why I'm having such a rough time with this right now. It really doesn't feel like they're doing a ton of damage. I am just eating a ton of damage, making a ton of mistakes, but it's been a while. We've had a long day of RuneScape, so just as long as we don't die. That's where this last one comes into play, the Blood Moon. Let's see how it goes. Alright, wish me luck. I'm really hoping this semi-shitty but slightly upgraded gear setup will be enough to get through this guy, because I am really wanting to get into this right now. Get him before he heals too much, please. We gotta heal. He can hit too hard for me not to heal there. Come on, baby. Oh, another round. Didn't die. Oh my gosh, we have to leave. This is so... okay. I mean, I know this gear's not great. Maybe I do just need to go get the zombie axe before we commit to this. Damn, that sucks. The other... I mean, I could just do the other two, but really the blood armor and everything is what I want the most, so... I think that means we're going to get the zombie axe before we go back there is really what I've decided, but this does feel like enough defense, to be honest. We're doing just fine. We're not taking that much damage. We just can't DPS down the Blood Moon. That's pretty much it. So I don't know if I'm going to do the zombie axe just yet, because I do still need to get that magic up, but we'll see. We'll see. So somebody in the comments actually suggested that I use a granite body for this instead of going to barrows, and I don't know that I completely understand, because it looks like on the wiki that all of the bosses are slash type attack. Yeah, slash. Typeless just means that you can't pray against it. So I don't understand why stab or crush defense would matter. Maybe there's something I don't know. I guess we're going to go find out right now, because if we can do the Blood Moon, then obviously the stab and crush do matter, but... maybe I just don't understand how this defense thing works. If anybody knows and could clarify, that would be great. But we're going to go give it one more try before we give up on this. Yeah, I just can't out DPS this guy. I also don't really feel like I'm taking any less damage, so... I don't know, Thomas. I'm not convinced. Oh, please kill him. Please kill him. Yes. It definitely is still just as much damage with this, but we got lucky. Got some good DDS specs when it counted, so at least we can get a casket. Still not coming back here until we get the axe, I don't think. Or maybe once we get better stats, but might as well just go for the axe, and by then we should be good. Give me... I don't know. What helps against the Blood Moon? Whatever, probably the maracas. Give me the maracas. And then we could stay. That's all I need. Come on, baby. Ow. Well, now I really got the itch to get the zombie axe so we can get back to the Perilous Moons. So we have 65 rune crafting now, so I'm just going to do a couple hours of some chill Guardians of the Rift, get as many runes as we can, and start doing some Slayer and push for 70 magic so that we can then Ice Barrage the zombies to hopefully get the axe in a timely fashion. So a little bit of a rune crafting grind here. Maybe we'll get lucky, get the pet. And there is 67 rune crafting. I don't know that we're going to have enough runes to get us to 70 magic, but we're going to hop out of here right away. This is literally the beginning of a game. I'm done with that for now. We'll go do some Slayer. So before I start the magic Slayer grind to 70, I only need to cast 39 more High Alks in order to get 63 magic, and then we can go buy a full set of Mystic just to upgrade our gear right away. So I'm pretty excited to be doing the Slayer right now as well, because we're getting pretty close to the point where Slayer is going to start making us decent money, and that means we can start doing our Miscellanea as well and start getting our Herblore and construction supplies. So things are looking up. I forgot to mention the reason we can get in the Wizard's Guide now is by using the Mind Bombs. I don't like messing around with stews. I don't got time for that, but once it's guaranteed, it's a little bit easier. And there it is. Full set of Mystic. I'm not gonna lie, I can rock this for a very long time before I feel like I need to upgrade it, but eventually we'll do Barrows, and I guess Perilous Moons will be an upgrade as well, so let's get to the Slayer grind, though. You know, I'm sitting here doing Slayer with the Ivan staff, and I'm just thinking this is kind of silly. If I'm going to be using Ivans anyways, I might as well just go do some Barrows runs. I really don't like going to do Barrows runs until I have Moritana Hards done, because then it's a little easier to get there, and you get more runes, but we're not going to be there super long. We're just going for some quick magic levels, so might as well at least see if we can get some tank legs, because then maybe we don't even have to get the Zombie Axe before we go back to Perilous Moons. Might have to take another sip, but that's okay. Oh, maybe not. We keep hitting. Yes. Alright, come on, just give me some legs. And then we can skip the Zombie Axe. Oh, that got me excited. Silly icon. Alright, that was smooth though. It feels good to finally get some Barrows going, even though I was back and forth about doing it forever, but yeah, we're not going to camp it a ton right now, but just doing it a little bit while we're trying to work on getting our magic level up. Definitely much better use of the runes, I think. Oh, baby. Yes! It only took 6, and we already got some tank legs. Let's go. I still want to get the Zombie Axe, but we're definitely going to go back to Perilous Moons first and just see if we can do it without it. So we actually decided to change our mind here. I was going to get ready for Perilous Moons, and I was looking at kind of my goals for when to get this episode out, and I was kind of riding a high from all of the crazy, insane luck we've gotten so far. I mean, getting the tank legs in 6 kills, getting our Warp Scepter in like 3. So I decided to change my mind, and I want to actually hunt for this Zombie Axe before I get back to Perilous Moons, because I feel like that'll be the perfect Perilous Moons setup for me at this point. Zombie Axe, tank legs, and then everything else that I already got here, including the Barrows gloves. So we decided to get Tarn's Lair out of the way, or the mini quest, so that we could get the Salve Amulet imbued, just because it'll help us with the zombie grind. There's 66 magic. These guys are actually a lot chiller than I thought, and you kind of rinse them, to be honest. So this is nicer than I thought it would be, but let's go take a break and get some of these quests out of the way. I think I'm going to do Fairy Tale Part 2, finish that one up. How many have we killed? 120. Yeah, we're going through these quick. Fairy Tale Part 2 completed, and that is only 1 quest away from our goal of 5 quests this episode, so we're going to just roll into the next one right away, and I've decided it's going to be Swan Song. Knock out probably the easiest master left, I would say. And he's dead. There's the easiest master completed. So that'll get us to 15 left, which was our goal for the episode. All we have left at this point is to go ahead and get that Zombie Axe. Let's get back to it. 67 magic. See how many we've killed. Just a little over 200. So by the time we get to 70, we honestly will probably have to kill 800 of these anyways. So maybe we'll get it by the time we get to Ice Barrage, hopefully. Well, I got 68 magic today while splashing at work, so it is time to finally switch over to using blood. What is this one? Blood burst, so we can kill these things a little bit faster. With Ibans, I was getting about 100, a little over 100 kills an hour, I think. A little bit less with the Warp Scepter, but with this, I should be able to at least double that, maybe even more, so... We're roughly halfway to the drop rate. I don't have a whole lot of casts right now, only about, exactly 600 casts. But we'll see if that's enough to get us there. There's 69 magic. Well, I don't really feel like making more runes right now. I'm only 130 kills off of the drop rate, so we're just gonna do this till 800 and see if we can get lucky and get it before then. Well, this is our last one to see if we get it on drop rate. Come on, baby. Please. And we didn't. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stick around after 800 kills, but even without trying super hard, I was getting around 150, 160 kills an hour with this melee setup, and I think I could do a little bit higher too, even, you know, if I go really try hard. So even if we go double the drop rate, I should be able to get this done in less than 6 hours. So we're going to stick here for a little bit longer. If we get sick of doing melee, we do have like 400 more casts of blood runes left. So hopefully we get it soon. $73 strength. We are at 831 kills. There's 74 strength. 100, almost 1,200 kills down. Come on, let's get this thing soon. 75 strength, and we're still here, which means I'm so sad. We're almost double the drop rate. This just hurts. I've been here for days, and if you guys have been paying any attention, I don't really grind things out like this very often. I definitely have RuneScape ADHD, so we're just channeling our inner Swampletics right now and just embracing the grind. I feel like I'm at a slot machine at a casino, and if I leave, somebody else is going to come here and just hit and take away my axe. So I'm going to try and stay here for as long as I can without going crazy. Please, please give me the axe. Please. At least 75 strength means that once we go and get our Perilous Moons blood set, we'll be able to, in our first 50 kills, of course, we'll be able to use it right away. So I guess there's some silver lining. I keep hitting this stupid tertiary drop table and getting all these hard clue scrolls. I do love doing them, especially because we get an Amulet of Glory, but right now that is not what I'm looking for. Yes. Ooh, take those too. Well, after our last trip, I wanted some, you know, good news, so I'm trying to get some of these hard clues out of the way. Let's get an Amulet of Glory, please. Nope, but that's pretty cool. The Enchanted Top. Isn't that the same stats as the Mystic Robe, which I don't need anymore? Maybe it's a little better. I don't remember, but either way, it's a pretty cool one. 2 hards in a row that I was able to complete. That doesn't happen too often. What do we get? Nada. I'm kind of surprised. That's 3 for 3 on the hard clue scrolls. Not really the luck we're looking for, so give me something good to make me feel a little better, please. Hey, that's pretty cool. I don't need it yet, but we'll take it. It's not enough to make me feel any less sad about this zombie axe. Oh, well, this is my last kill of the night. Please don't make me come back here again. I know I'm gonna have to, but I really don't want to. Oh, 1,800 kills. From this point on, my audio cut out, which is really unfortunate because you guys don't get to hear me devolve into depression as I keep hunting for this zombie axe. In hindsight, using melee probably wasn't the best idea, but, you know, I didn't know I was going to go this dry on it. Really, it's not all that bad, especially in the grand scheme of RuneScape, so I definitely am not complaining, especially because I've gotten super spooned with everything else. But, yeah, as you see here, we got it at around triple the drop rate, so we had a 95% chance of getting it before then. So, using melee, especially prayer flicking the entire time, it definitely was painful for me, and it took me a while. So I don't know if it was really obvious, but it took me like all week just to get this thing because I didn't have a ton of time to play. But and also melee is not the quickest kills in the world, but finally got it. There's the zombie axe at triple the drop rate. It feels so good to finally have that. Be a bad boy. Wow, what an episode. I know it's definitely getting long. I didn't expect the long grind at the end for the zombie axe. I was getting a little too cocky with the warp scepter and the Torag's plate legs that we already got. So, but yeah, I'm super stoked with all these upgrades. Warp scepter, Torag's plate legs, barrows gloves, zombie axe, and salve amulet. Like all of these are phenomenal upgrades for us. So I'm super excited for all of the mid-game bossing we're going to be able to get to now. So it starts next episode with Perilous Moons. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.